Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raven, also known as Gorgeous Gold Tarot. I am actually separating the videos today and I'm going to be doing each individual zodiac sign. So I already recorded a Leo video, now I'm going to be doing Aries. I would like to please ask that anyone that resonates with this video or knows someone that would please like, share, and subscribe. I am new to YouTube and I'm trying to build up my following. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, the Vice Versa Tarot deck, the Angel Oracle cards, and I'm also going to use my Rebel deck cards to clarify. Ask that the universe please place a bubble around me and anyone watching this video. Fill it with bright white lights, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. Ask the universe that my spirit guides, angels, and mentors are present and that I am able to receive clear and precise messages for the Aries nation. I ask that the messages are plain and I am able to understand and provide them with messages that are meant for their highest good. Okay, what is the overall energy with the Aries at this moment? We have the Star card. We have the Knight of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Six of Cups. One more card, please. And we have the Five of Swords. So the message that I'm getting right now for Aries is that you have been in a place of battle. You've been in a place where you've been in a dark night of the soul. Things have not been going the way that you had planned for them in your life, and you've honestly just been in a state of not knowing what is meant for you and what isn't meant for you. And the universe has forced you to be in a dark night of the soul. Things have been tumbling around you. Foundations that you had built, they're all tumbling down at this moment. And this is in regards to relationships, finances, career, everything I'm feeling like has finally crumbled around you. But this happened for the reason of getting you to look within. This has been a time for you to finally face the dark night, I guess. There's been a lot of things that have happened in your life that you've tried to avoid looking at. You've tried to avoid dealing with, and the universe put you in a situation where you were forced to deal with the things that you had tried so long to avoid. I feel like over this week, the energy is kind of an energy of using the reflection time to decide what it is that you're going to build now. You're in a period of wanting to know, what am I going to do next? The energy that I'm feeling, even just doing this reading, it's kind of an energy of like, wow, everything that I've known is no more. And I'm scared because I don't know what way to go. I don't know how I'm going to change my life. I know that I have to, but I don't know how to get from this point to that point. So it's like you have these goals in your mind, but no idea of how you're going to actually execute these plans. Even in this card, he's standing on top of the balcony and he sees those flowers and those cups blooming. But the way that he's staring is like, okay, those flowers are beautiful. How do I get to that point? How do I get my flowers to bloom that way? How do I grow that way? And you're looking at your past mistakes, and not even just mistakes, just your past life in general. You're looking at all of the moves that you've made during that time and figuring out where the fuck did you go wrong and how can you fix that? How can you change the course of events? Because you've been in unfulfilling. There's a lot of cups here, so I'm going to say that you're very emotional. Ooh. And you've been in a lot of unfulfilling relationships, and you've been in a lot of unfulfilling, I don't know, the energy kind of feels like overall your life has just not been what you thought that it was going to be. And the way that you're moving isn't the way that you thought that you were going to move. And you're literally questioning right now, how the fuck did I get here? Like, what do I need to do differently? You're blaming yourself. That's what I feel the most, is that you're blaming yourself for things that have taken place in your life, which to a point you have to blame yourself because your perception is your reality. So, your perception is your projection. Same thing. And so you've been in a very dark place, Aries. Like, the energy that I have is just so dark, but I also feel it lifting. Because even on this, he's in the dark, but he's getting out of it. Like, you are just trying your hardest to figure out, how do I move out of this? Why is this dark card? How do I move out of this energy? How do I go somewhere else? How do I make things different? Wow. As I say that there's darkness, the sun's coming out to clarify the star. That's the brightest star of them all. So you're moving out of this energy, and I'm feeling that you're going in the next week, and this is going to take longer than a week, so do not quote me, but this is just the current energy of the Aries nation. You are finally finishing up this dark night of the soul, and you're rebuilding your life. You're rebuilding the areas of your life that came crumbling down, that you were forced to let go of. Five of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords. And you're done being in indecision. You're building a foundation this time, but it's built on things that better serve you. You're so afraid of going, wow. Clarifying the Eight of Cups is the Two of Cups. You're so afraid of going backwards in your life that this time you are building this shit so carefully that you're like, I need to prepare. You're having backup plans for cracks in your foundation, or if the window might bust for this new home that you're building. Like, you're trying to get prepared. Son of Cups is clarifying the Six of Cups. You're trying to get prepared for every and all angles. Wow, and I didn't even realize that the Five of Swords came out 2 times, equaling a 10. Daughter of Pentacles. So you're basically realizing all the places in your life where you have been split, you have been indecisive, and where you've known that you were making the wrong choices, but for some reason still decided to make that choice anyways. And now you're paying for those consequences. You're paying for not doing what you knew was right all along, but it's not in a bad way. Because of the things that you've gone through, your foundation came tumbling down, but you're building it back up. And you are actually doing it in a smarter way. You're moving about yourself. You're moving about handling your life in a way that nothing's going to be able to crash. Whoops. Sorry about that. Nothing's going to be able to crash your foundation. You're like, I built this, and I'm working for this, and I don't want to make the same mistakes. So you're triple checking the path that you're going on right now, and you're triple checking the relationships that you're choosing to surround yourself with. Because for some of you, I'm feeling like the reason that you got to the places that you've got in your life was due to relationships, or was due to trying to be with someone or be something that you weren't. And you are walking away from doing that because you were split, almost living a double life. I feel like you had all these things going on in your mind that you wanted to do, but on the outside world, you were just doing whatever somebody else told you to do. And I feel like this person has heavily influenced you to the point where you lost who you were. You were literally walking around this planet not knowing who you were. But you're walking away from that right now, because to me, this is your ending. The Daughter of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, that was you walking away. You're like, okay, there's a rainbow after this storm, and that's where I'm headed. So you keep walking, and boom, there's your rain, but you're manifesting your new life. You got that rose blooming in the background, and then you got yourself. You're so filled with love that you're finally manifesting what it is that you want in your life, and you're creating that. And that's when the sun comes out, because now you've gone through the dark night of the soul, so to speak, and you have finally decided, this no longer serves me, and I don't want to live my life doing that. I don't want to live my life not being me. I don't want to live my life to move into a place of complacency, and to move into a place of just chasing somebody else's dream, working to build their dream, not actually build your own dream. And you just aren't happy with that. You're not happy with the way that things are going, and you're not happy with the fact that you'd spent your life doing that. And you are literally, this week, the energy feels kind of heavy, but it's not heavy in a bad way. It's heavy in a like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with me? How did I get here? I'm here to tell you that nothing is wrong with you. Everybody moves into their own space. Everybody moves into their own energy. And everybody has certain things happen to them for very certain specific reasons. And at the end of the day, this is just your stuff. You knew what you were supposed to be doing, but you just never did it. Clarifying, I'm going to go with this, clarifying the sun and the star card. You need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. So yeah, you're moving, you're manifesting, but this is not going to be easy. You're coming from such darkness that you aren't actually sure how you're going to do it. You know that you want to do it. Hey, you guys got the same card as the Leos. Stop obsessing. You are not the fucking center of the universe. For me, that message is not literally saying, oh, you're not the center of the universe. Nobody is. But for me, what the message is telling you is that stop obsessing. Stop thinking that no one's going to love you. No one's going to respect you because of the shaky grounds that you were on prior to this. Stop feeling like this was all that there is to life, and that you know that you have to move differently but don't know how. Trust that the universe is going to guide you and that it's going to help you. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. You're facing your reality. You're facing this dark night of the soul, and because you're going through that, that's why you're actually getting your sun. Because right now, Aries, I'm feeling such heaviness and just heart pain, just heartbreak. Honestly, it's an energy of just, you don't know what to do next. What you've done for so long just doesn't serve you anymore. Whew. Some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Aries, I just told you, you're coming out of the dark night of the soul. And by you doing so, you're moving into a space now of fucking building the life that you deserve, building the life that you actually wanted. And most of all, building your life. Not trying to build this. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. You are in the dark night of the soul. There's nothing clearer than those messages that came out. You are literally right now in the dark night of the soul, but you're coming out of this. You're going to cry. You're going to break things. You're going to realize that it's harder than you thought. But the most important message for you, Aries, is not to give up. Because although it is hard, you are manifesting something amazing. You are manifesting the life that you dreamed of. This is coming straight from your cups. Those are your pictures that you're pouring into that pond to create that man. And this can be a literal relationship for some of you, but for most of you, I'm feeling like this is overall. Your entire life has started to crumble. And that's in all aspects. And now you're actually being given the opportunity to face the darkness, to face the issues, to face the stuff that went wrong in order to make sure that those same mistakes do not happen. And you're taking each and every one of those opportunities and you're moving forward. But you're afraid. And the only thing right now that is stopping you from fully moving forward and stepping in your own power is you. That's all I must keep saying to you. You are responsible for the growth. You are responsible to make sure that things get done the way that they need to get done. And this may not resonate with everyone, and I'm sorry if I am very direct, but that is the truth. If this doesn't resonate, maybe you should find out your moon and rising signs and go check out those messages. But this message is for the overall Aries energy, sun, moon, or rising. And I feel like for a lot of you, you just need to hear that you do have this. You know, life force, shame. Yeah, you've been in a place, you're not proud of where you are right now. You're not proud of the things that you've done. You're not proud of the way that your life is turning out because you had different plans for yourself. This isn't what you planned for yourself. Self-esteem, restriction. You've been trapping yourself because you've been trapping yourself in this loop of disaster and of darkness because you are afraid. You're just disappointed, honestly. Imagination. What you're manifesting, you basically right now are in an energy of looking at the way things were and looking at what you want things to be. You right now don't know how to get from the way that things were to the way that you want things to be, but you have the power to manifest that, to imagine it. By you imagining it and even just taking baby steps towards the goals that you wanted, you're going to grow. Because nothing can stop this. This is a part of your journey. And I don't know why I just got this message, but for some of you guys, it's just third party energy. You are in a relationship with someone. The same thing just came out for Leo. Somebody was in a relationship with someone that had a third party. And because of this, everything that you built with this person is falling apart. And you don't know if you were ever going to find love again or if you're going to be happy again because that you had all of your eggs in that basket. But you're going to be happy again. You're going to find happiness again. But in order to do that, you're going to have to release that. And that doesn't serve you anyways. If that's what they were doing to you, then they're most likely going to do that to them. And they're going to keep doing it to you. Not to say that people can't change. But this particular energy that I'm picking up on has been doing this to you for quite some time. And it's time to let go. You are such a brave person. You don't need to hold on to someone that doesn't want to be held on to. For others of you, all aspects of your life just haven't been what you wanted them to be. And because of that, you've been afraid, you've been ashamed, you are just not happy with the way your life is, but you're not sure how to get from point A to point B. I'm telling you right now, to get from point A to point B, you have to take a step. And then once you are finished with that step, take another step. As long as you continue to take steps, you are never not moving. It's not going to happen overnight, Aries. You're not going to just snap your fingers and boom, you're where you thought. You're at the end. You are living your best life. It's going to be constant battles, constant hard work, constant tower moments, constant lessons. And you're going to learn each and every one of those. And then instead of putting your eggs into the basket of another person or an outside influence, you're going to be putting your eggs into your basket of knowledge, your mind, your wisdom. And you're going to carry those thoughts with you. And so when the next situation comes along or somebody tries to hurt you, you have the knowledge from this very experience and you're like, oh shit, I remember how that went. I know how to take care of this. I know how to take care of myself. I know how to do what I need to do. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards for your message or for your advice to get out of this energy. And then we will go ahead and read that. I am sad to see my Aries in this energy right now because it's really heavy, but at the same time I'm also really happy to see you in this energy because you are awakening to your truth and you're actually using this energy, or at this moment you can be using this energy to grow. You can be using this energy to find out that beautiful fire that you have within that's going to take you from point A to point B, because you know how to get there, and you're going to keep stacking the eggs of wisdom into your basket and carry that with you everywhere that you need to go. 2 cards. Denial. That's what I'm feeling like I said, light's being shown onto so many areas in your life where you were trying not to face it. Advice. Whew. Okay, 2 cards came out, so that's going to be 3. New beginnings, Aries. And appreciation. Oh my. Okay, I'm excited. We'll start off with denial, which is number 22. Okay. Denial. Your divine helpers are here to help. You take off your blinders and more honestly assess the difficulties in your intimate relationships. Although you'd prefer to believe that ignorance is bliss, the truth is that denial is not a river in Egypt, nor is it a genuine form of protection against unhappiness. Your guides gently ask you to summon the courage to honestly admit the real problems that exist in your relationships, as difficult as they may be. Until you do so, there's no chance that these shadows will ever heal. So, for example, admit when your wife isn't just tipsy, but rather is a drunk. Or admit, at least to yourself, that when your son says he can't find a job, it's because he isn't looking at that hard. Or that when your partner says he must work late every single night for months, that an affair or other discretion is likely. Most important, admit that what you might be hiding from your loved one. Acknowledge your fears, addictions, excuses, and failures honestly and with compassion. Realize that what your mind blots out, your heart knows, and so does everyone else. In other words, when you're in denial, you're only kidding yourself. What your mind blots out, your heart knows. Your divine helpers want you to acknowledge these unpleasant realities, because until you do, you'll be stuck with them. Not every unpleasant reality needs to be challenged or changed. However, sometimes it's best to compromise or let things be. If your partner is generally sloppy, for example, but is otherwise a gem, let it go. However, if your partner is in serious trouble or vice versa, you are only harming yourself and others and perpetuating the problem by denying it. Ooh. Your divine helper's message is take off the blinders and be open to the truth about others and yourself. Only then can you learn and grow past your problems. Wow. Exactly what I said. You are finally accepting things and paying attention to things in your life. We're going to move on to appreciation. This is your advice. These are your advice cards, Aries. Appreciation. Now is an important time to contemplate your place in the world. Pay attention to your influence on others and note that you are a big part of a community. Recognize your interactions with those around you and respect the fact that no matter how well you may succeed on your own, you must still depend on others in a myriad ways for your comfort and security. You're aware of this every time you switch on a light and enjoy instant electricity, or turn on a faucet and have clean drinking water at your disposal. Your divine helpers are present to remind you to appreciate your fellow human beings and take nothing for granted. Recognize your need for others and the unspoken gifts that they share with you. Move beyond your self-interest right now and participate in a common effort. Ask yourself how you might contribute to the greater good. Your divine helper's message is, be responsible for your part in the great scheme of things. And last but not least, new beginnings. Hey, I turn right to the page. The spark of life from your divine father is igniting your imagination, stirring your creative genius, and instilling in you a strong desire to bring about change. Now is the perfect time for you to act upon your impulses and initiate new beginnings, especially in those areas of your life that leave you presently dissatisfied. Trust your desire for change and ask the Divine Father to give you the courage to initiate it. Commit to your unique new ideas. Start writing that book you've been thinking about. open the business you've been secretly desiring for so long, or break the ice in a new relationship with someone you've held back from. The Divine Father encourages you to act in confidence. All the elements for your success are in place. Don't hesitate, don't think, and don't play it safe. Take a leap of faith and commit fully to what you really want. Your Divine Father's message is go for it. You cannot fail. All right, Aries, that has been your message for this week. I will be speaking with you again next week. Until next time, I'm sending you love and light. Please like, share, and subscribe if you resonate. I do thank you, and namaste.